Previously on AOB Motorworks.
I think this is day 12. 12, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Day 12.
Well, we had a little bit of a mishap. We ended up breaking a dipstick tube.
Oh yeah, where's the other end of it? This was a fun little thing that happened while we were taking it out.
Yeah, so lesson learned, pull your dipstick tube out before you drop your 700 R4.
Or you know, when your dipstick tube is as rusted as it is,
Yeah, so
you won't just light out of the transmission.
just gotta look at that there new one right there. It's a little bit
Fresh.
shorter, but it does work.
Ish. We'll see if she can fit in like this.
It should work in theory, to be
It's for the
honest with you.
transmission, not for the truck, so.
A key element that we need.
Well, first, I'm gonna get this
Yep.
out of the transmission because it's still kind of half in there.
Yep. But as you can see, everything here is reassembled, waiting on a better battery. That's fine. That's fine. But everything's all assembled. TV cable,
Ooh,
the linkage, everything. There you go.
You got new pins for my shift linkage on the way down.
Yes. Yes, as
Now I get to get my shift linkage working finally. And not throw the drive shaft around when I'm getting eager to start my truck again.
well, it also wasn't in park, so that also helps. It would help if it had it in park.
Having the shift linkage connected helps put it in park.
Yep, and all the electronics plugged in as well would help for a neutral safety switch.
Yeah, I got all those in.
Safety first, folks.
The plugs in the transmission?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got all the ones in here.
excellent. Safety first, folks. Safety first.
First. Why can you say first this time?
Yeah, because it's not fun when your drive shaft is disconnected and flooping about. Anyways, we're gonna do some things and get back to you in just a couple minutes. Stand by.
Here's our old seal
Yeah.
for our old busted. Oh yeah, that's a treat. Look at that.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a real treat.
Thank God. So I'm assuming we're just gonna slide this down through the engine area, right?
Yep.
Down here,
Yep.
where we had the tube. Was it
Yep.
between the wires or it was back?
It was behind around the bell housing.
No wonder it cracked off trying to get in the way.
Yeah.
She's snug.
Yeah.
Let's see what I'm sure. You know what? I'm actually gonna push it out through the front. I don't want to try to get this around the wires.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Thank God for plywood. Right. I need a yoga mat though.
Yeah, that'd be more ideal.
I just got in that Ottawa Buy Nothing group for center.
Yeah.
So now I want to,
There we go. She's coming up.
right there, or is it between the cables?
It's between the big hose.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm part of a Buy Nothing group now on there. And
There you go. That's the ticket. Here.
yeah, okay, got it.
Yep. Holding it.
Okay, you can let go of it now.
You sure?
Yep.
All right.
Anyway, I'm just gonna ask if somebody has an old shitty yoga mat that they don't want anymore, because I'm not gonna use it for yoga. I'm just gonna use it for back support.
Yeah, back support is life when
You know,
working on a
like-
truck like this.
Fuck yeah.
Especially in gravel, which has not been ideal.
All right. No, never. Okay, well I need to take that top bolt out now that we're putting that back in, so I'll go grab a socket
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Thank
I
goodness
got
for plywood.
tighten that bolt down because I wanted to say the transmission was all back in.
Yeah, these things happen. It's no
I
big
just went out
deal.
and do my own work.
All right, so we're gonna get back to you when when we're filling the transmission. So stay tuned. Okay, so a quick update. Got the new dipstick tube and dipstick in. We got the battery here. Charging off this here fine example of modern day pickup. It's fine. It's fine. It's doing an okay job, don't you think? There's a light on at least. We'll find out in a little bit. Might actually be able to start this thing. All we really got left to fix here is that there drive shaft. Just a couple of U-joints and and the exhaust, but
Yeah.
that's fine. That's optional because race truck. It's fine. But drive shaft and should be driving. Should be driving.
Here's another shot of me coming out from under the truck. Got a drive shaft this time.
All right, let's see it.
It's a beaut.
Oh, that is quite the beauty. Let's get a look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
The drive shaft.
Yeah, that it is.
And there's our problem.
Little wrecked. That's fine.
So
That's fine. We'll get that fixed.
we gotta load it up and get somebody else to do this work for a change.
When in doubt, sub it out. Okay, so we've got to send this out. How long will it take for them to fix it? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. So that'll about wrap it up for now. Yeah.
So this is the Y pipe that I took out and did my victory screech over. And this end was very mangled. So where this seal that's also a little busted fits very well in there. It wasn't fitting very well in here. So I have to reshape it a bit. And that's what I'm doing in my backyard. I'm not in a gravel pit for once.
With a blowtorch
Yeah,
and a big hammer.
it's a ball peen hammer.
Taking a break to pet some kitties.
Oh, I've got an audience. Nice thing is because it's a donut seal, it doesn't have to be like perfect. And because if this thing at least sits in well, there's not going to be any leakage, even if it is still a little bit looking like a mess. So that's a pleasant treat.
You look majestic in this lighting, though.
Oh, thank you. I mean, if the ladies don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
Day 14. Here with the C1500. It's looking pretty fantastic. Some good progress. Although we did have to send something out. We're going to show you what that is.
Yeah. What's clean? Look at this.
Shiny new parts on a drive shaft.
Fresh U-joints on both ends, baby.
Yep.
semi-intact crossover pipe flange.
Brought that right back to life.
And a party this afternoon about to happen.
So stand by.
What is this one?
Tape to hold the U-joint caps.
Oh.
Steel banding.
Oh, I see. Do I just take it off?
Not yet. Not until you have the front part of the transmission in. Then we'll put it in neutral and we'll spin it. So you remember which end.
Yeah, it's
And then
this one.
yeah,
This one is the one that goes to the unhooked side.
yeah, yeah. So once you're ready to hook that end in, you'll take that steel banding
perfect.
off.
I'll just slide this up. Two things that are very important first.
Yeah.
The back of my head protector,
The headband.
and keeps Casey from getting too mad at me ruining my hair every day that I come down here that they've put so much work into.
Yeah.
For all of you viewers that like my hair, it's my roommate. This very cool and does this for me.
It's pretty awesome.
So after we're done, after I've finished destroying my hair doing this, this little fresh touch-up I just bought you. Dye.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two is safety goggles. If you're working at things above your head that have the capability of falling into your eyeballs.
So any vehicle in the Rust Belt, really.
Yeah, especially if you're in Southern Ontario.
Yep.
I got ones that fit over my prescription glasses, which is sick.
Oh, yeah, I got a real good angle now. Real good.
Alright, you got an angle?
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
It's still filming.
Okay, sick. Oh, perfect. Sicko mode's playing for it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ow!
You alright?
Yep. Glad we got that on camera. Whacking my head on the fucking...
Cross member?
No. On the fun little bolt coming out of the harness.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah.
Not ideal.
Can you... Oh!
What?
Fun trivia for the camera. Since I'm being filmed, more interesting than just me grunting is... So, I took this thing into the drive shaft shop because I don't have a fucking press. And I'm not into just spending more weeks of just useless tests of strength at this point. So I took it into Ottawa Drive Shaft. My homie's over there, it seems. And he takes a look at it and he's like, oh, yo, that's the plastic molding. These U-joints on both ends are 30 years old that they put in the truck. So, that's pretty sick. First time in 30 years these things have to go, and they're just because they're getting a little stiff and it's out anyway.
Oh yeah.
Love it. That's wrong way. And then I asked him very politely if he was willing to let me get away with not replacing the center support bearing. And he told me even though he would suggest it, he respects my decision to fix up a 30-year-old truck myself to save money,
Yep.
and won't do it until I come in with it being a problem.
Which is good.
Which is great, because of course he knows I'm gonna fucking go to him because he's been such a goddamn sweetheart to me.
Rights. Friggin' rights.
Always meeting homies in this, doing this project, yo. It's been a blast.
This project's been quite the learning curve for you.
Yeah, it definitely has been a learning curve, but it's also been really fulfilling. Like,
Oh, it's very satisfying.
I've learned. I saw this comic from this artist I love. The folks on the channel do not know that I'm a goddamn comics nerd. Just saw this really sweet comic this morning about this little frog, a doodled frog getting into art, and it's like,
Yeah.
maybe I'm not painting the pictures that are in my head yet, but putting in this effort has caused me to learn a lot about myself. And to see that on the morning that I'm putting the last little pieces on this fucking undertaking back together was really nice and really helped get a good start to the day.
I know, right?
And that's really how I'm feeling about this, you know? Like, it's been sick, and I've just learned so much, and I've met so many amazing people that have helped share so much knowledge with me, and I'm fucking delighted. And I put the drive shaft back in pretty much the exact same way for the U-joints.
Yep.
By the way, do you see this?
Hold up. What am I seeing?
Look at how aligned they are.
Right? Oh, that's great.
I mean, we slip it into neutral, and I turn this thing like a fucking quarter inch, so. Sick. That shit's done.
Yep.
My engine and transmission are entirely together again at this point. Fuck yeah.
For somebody who's had absolutely zero experience prior to be able to do that just with advice and a repair manual and basic hand tools.
Oh my god, I can put transmission fluid back into the truck.
Yep. We're finally at that
That's gonna be
stage.
nice instead of it pouring out all over me multiple times.
Right?
Yeah. Fair enough. Here. Film the total damage. I'll just stick this in the tailgate.
I can see all sorts of crud in that.
Oh yeah, a bunch of gum because it was living under the truck while we were dropping the transmission.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got the funnel. These things will be empty this afternoon, so I'll just fill it up with that.
Yeah. Precisely.
Wipe my hands off. Hit the vape. And try and do something to the exhaust studs, which, as we know, throughout this whole thing is my favorite thing to deal with.
No, it's not.
It's my favorite part of this old truck.
Those right there are not gonna be fun. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Also, yes, I'm still listening to Astroworld. It's a good album.
Alright, so we got the battery charging with Old Faithful, the modern day commuter truck. It's looking a little rough, but that's fine. That's fine. But it's doing a good job charging this one up. Lights are on and people are home, so we're doing something right. Then once you get some new work tunage on, you're gonna reconnect the back half of the drive shaft and
It's Charlie XCX time.
so make sure those bearing caps don't fall.
Yeah.
So you might want to unhook the other U-joint clippy thingy thingamafucker.
Okay, here we go. Stay on, babies. This time, stay on. Can you put this on my teeny wrench?
Yep.
Or on my teeny ratchet?
Yep.
The head's too big actually to get around in here.
The head's too big. That's what she said.
Heyo!
Heyo! There. And the socket, I didn't put it on there.
The question is how's your head? And the answer is, haven't heard any complaints yet.
Heyo!
Come on, queens! She asks this every season.
I think the answer to that question would be strong.
Do you have the itty bitty extender too? Sorry to interrupt your viewing.
No.
Sure.
You might have one.
Yeah, it's in my kit.
Alright, I'll go get it.
Sorry. It's fine, there's nothing happening if I do it. It's a lot more entertaining than scooting out and then back under the truck.
Yeah.
I appreciate my little assistance here.
My name Jeff.
To my assistant Jeff.
What's that?
My assistant Jeff.
Jeff. My name's Jeff.
Oh yeah. Ow! See, this is what you wear. Safety glasses for when you smash your face into the drive shaft.
That's right. Safety first.
Oh! Something I don't fit under in this truck. The very bottom of the axle.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a drive shaft, baby!
Oh, you're installed.
I'm assuming they greased this middle joint for me, eh? If they took a look at it?
I don't think so. I think
guess
it's best to just put some in there as a little cheap insurance.
Yeah, that's fair. I can gunk her up. I mean, not that I can really move it. Oh no, the nipple's accessible.
Oh yeah.
Well, God, I love those accessible nipples.
That's what she said.
Jesus Christ, Sally. That was I mean, there's this guy too. I might as well, since I'm on my fucking back,
Yeah.
put her back in.
Unless you want to do an open manifold startup.
I mean, we'll see.
Let me know if you want to try hacksaw. Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, might as well.
When one idea doesn't work, try another one.
Today's the day of late machining.
Man, that is not ideal.
Oh, I love that noise.
Alright, so in order to get the Y-pipe on, we've got to disassemble a good chunk of the exhaust system, but that's fine. This muffler needs to be replaced, and we have a replacement on hand. So we busted the clamps, got it as far as we could, but as you can see, we don't have a whole lot of room over here to work with. And even then, this jack and these jack stands are still too low to get the rear end elevated high enough. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to come back with a new plan in just a little bit, but in the meantime, we're gonna get ready to bleed out the cooling system. So get ready, because it's gonna be loud. RIP headphone users. All right, so we're gonna try and start this. I'm sorry in advance to all headphone users out there. Hit it!
First things first.
Good thinking.
Oh, here we go.
Hit it. Take your foot off the throttle, let's see if it idles. There we go, leave it. It idles. We're idling.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Right? Holy hell, Mama Gazelle, you caught it here first on Aobi Motorworks.
Oh my god.
She lives. Literally just jumped right in the manifolds. I think Junkyard Dick said something about a straight pipe TBI going full tilt. Well, we just did it. Nothing wrong with the sound. I don't get him. She lives.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
She lives. Alright, we're going to take a moment to celebrate this triumph here. And we'll get back to you in just a couple minutes, so stick with us. over the place.
She runs! She runs!
That she does. And she'd still be running if we didn't run out of gas, but I do believe this truck ran out of gas, but that's okay. We'll get some fresh 91 in her, and we'll get her running good enough to be able to do a test romp through this lot.
Oh. I can't believe we fucking did it, dude.
No, I can't believe
can't
you
believe-
did it.
Okay, let's get these windows rolled up and let's get some gas in her.
Yep, let's do that.